your own stuff over there now. So, I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
he's
he's
being naughty
today.
He is. He must be feeling good. This must be an easy pain day for Madhouse then. Because that is a good sign. Yeah, because he's been having some rough days. He don't make it around as often as what he used to, but he made it in a little bit earlier today. So, but yeah. So sorry. It's just I was. Dinner always ends up taking longer than what we intend because that's just how things always end up.
Bastard.
I know. How dare I eat before I go do an evening stream? How dare I? I should sit here and starve like a proper internet video, whatever, or Rumble or YouTuber. I don't fucking know. I'm a guy that talks about shit on the internet. Fuck, I don't know what I do.
I think that
technically it's the news.
The ubiquitous term is streamer.
Yeah, streamer. I guess that's a pretty good one. Yeah, streamers are pretty good one. I mean, I'm basically like I'm essentially a newscaster is what I am. I'm just not like I'm not fucking Dan Rather, okay? I'm like
I don't watch the news.
You do if you watch my channel. It's just pop culture and media news. It's video gets nerd news, which is it's like that's so funny too, because it's like you'd think it's really gonna be funny because there's gonna be an era in about 20 years where there's gonna be like all these nursing homes filled with all of these like former news anchors and like all these people that were like all prim and proper, like the way they did news and like all that shit. Tonight at 6 o'clock news, and it's all gonna be replaced by like assholes like me in their fucking garage on a microphone with a fucking an $80 webcam. You know what I mean? And we're like fucking we're out here and like we're cussing and like we're in shorts and flip flops and shit like that, and we're like telling you how like if this fucking race swap bullshit is going down and like fuck all these legacy media assholes that are crying about us now in their fucking nursing homes, and they'll be like, back in my day the news was a respectable profession. Shut up, grandpa. Go back and take your fucking morphine again, you damn hypocrite.
Oh shit.
Like you're the reason we fucking replaced your ass. If you would have fucking not been lying through your dentures the entire time, we would have had to replace you guys.
Yeah,
that could be a respectable profession.
Like, the big prim and proper suits and all that stuff, it didn't mean anything when people found out you were lying and you were twisting the news because of X, Y, and Z reasons for money or clout or whatever.
Well, and that's exactly why like the average person, like the common man and the common nerds, like they don't trust the fucking uptight suits anymore. You know what I mean? They don't trust those losers that are standing there at the Hollywood red carpet asking all these dumbass questions because we've seen what those people do. And those are the prim and proper ones, air quote, whatever that bullshit means, And so it's like, and we see what so we see what prim and proper just means that they're lying through their fucking teeth, right? Because they're not being real with you. They're not being honest with you. They're not telling you how they really feel. And so you'd rather take it the other way. You'd rather take it the other way. So so I don't know. That's just my rant.
I hope this doesn't suck, but I saw some things where I'm like, this might suck.
Well, we're gonna find out. Let's see what I've got here for an intro, because this was kind of an impromptu thing. You know what? Just because I can. We're going to give you an as rant for an intro.
Hey!
And then I'm going to give you the regular intro, boys and girls. Shout out to Perry Chan, who's an absolute fucking legend. And boys and girls, welcome tonight to Creature Commandos, the premiere, and a watch and review with me and Sunker Maiden.
There is nothing.
And let's just hope we don't have to play this song at any time throughout this series because of its particular content. But shout out to Az and Perry Chan, the absolute fucking legend.
There is nothing I love more. Taking my headphones off, fuck that. Bethesda, there is nothing I love more than to fire up a brand new RPG, lose myself.
Sorry, did you want to get immersed in our world? Yeah, well, guess what?
Fucking pronouns! I love nothing more than to be dragged out at every fucking conceivable opportunity so you can fucking current day us. Current fucking day! Fuck off! We can't see past our own fucking reflection. That's the level of our narcissism here at Bethesda. Twat waffle! That's all you fucking are! Twat waffle! Fuck off! Fucking gender ambiguity! Fucking current day Californian shit! Cause that's all we fucking know! Cause we're boring! We're so fucking boring! You're boring! You're your immersion. Guess what? Fucking pronouns! You take everything we love and you just can't help. Shovel your dog shit, fucking crap, ideology into everything, every single surgery.
You cut it too soon! No!
How are we doing tonight, boys and girls? This is Jesse with the Common Nerd, bringing you pop culture and all things nerdy through a common sense lens. And welcome to an impromptu watch and review, boys and girls. This was a series that we've been cautiously optimistic about for quite a while. This is Creature Commandos. This is the first entry into what is James Gunn's new DCU. Him and Peter Safran are heading this up. Peter's the numbers guy. James is supposed to be the creative guy. Hopefully Peter's got enough of a leash on James to be able to keep things going completely and totally insane, because as we know, James Gunn needs a leash on him sometimes because he will go wild and crazy on his own. So tonight, boys and girls, this is a series that James Gunn said he wrote over a period of about 6 weeks. I think it was like, there was three, may have been 3 weeks. I think it was like 3 weeks. He literally wrote every single episode of this over a period of 3 weeks. He literally just like knuckled down and just like knocked it all out. So this is a series that was written by James Gunn. I can't remember the name of the guy that actually ended up being kind of like the director showrunner, but he had some pretty decent chops behind him. I'll look all that stuff up for us later if anybody's actually interested in it, but it'll probably be in the credits, and then it'll be in the intro and all of the credits and all that kind of stuff, because yes, boys and girls, much like what we do with our Doctor Who watch-alongs on Sunday nights, that's what this is going to be as well. Fortunately enough, much like Kick, much like some of the other streaming services out there that, you know, like the Twitches and some of those kind of worlds out there, they understand what watch-alongs are. They understand what a watch review is. And because we aren't those jackasses that'll literally turn something on and then go make a sandwich, we are actually doing a proper watch and review. We will probably pause it from time to time, much like we would do with the Doctor Who shows, so we can comment on it. We can actually talk about it and kind of give our opinions on things and see where it's all going. So it is a 2-episode premiere for Creature Commandos. One of the kind of cool things that they're doing about this is the actors that are playing these characters in voice, the voice actors for these characters will actually be playing them in live action as well. So one of the characters that we will see introduced tonight in Creature Commandos is Rick Flag Sr. And the same Rick Flag Sr. that we will see in Creature Commandos is the exact same Rick Flag Sr. you are going to see in Superman's James Gunn movie that's coming out in July of next year. That's also the same guy that played Crossbones in the MCU. That's the one that said he was all pissed off at Marvel in an interview, was like, fuck those guys because they really screwed my character over and just kind of used him as like a fucking side piece knockoff character. And he was not happy about that, because he is a lot better, more of a prominent villain in the comics and stuff like that. And the guy sounds like he was pretty well versed in all that kind of stuff. So yeah, he definitely had some issues with that. So we're going to see him voice acting. This is a role he's been very excited for. The trailer looked really cool. If you haven't seen that, the trailer looked really cool. This is going to be kind of like this is Suicide Squad, except the premise is now that because of some legislation that passed in U.S. Congress, they can no longer use metahumans for this kind of stuff. But there's no rule against using monsters. So you're going to get Dracula's Bride. You're going to get Frankenstein. Or no, it's actually Frankenstein's Bride. Yeah, Frankenstein's Bride. Frankenstein will show up. Obviously, Rick Flag Sr. is going to be the one running the Creature Commandos. There's a robot guy from World War II. And Weasel's going to be there too. I think there's like a wolf. There might be like a wolf man or something too. There's a bunch of cool little characters that we're all going to get introduced to this evening. And yes, the actress that plays the Bride of Frankenstein, you're not going to mind one bit when you get to see her in live action as well. Trust me on this one, boys and girls. So we're going to get into that tonight. We're going to jump into those and see what we think, and you guys can watch those along with us. So obviously, like I talked about, this will be mostly a Rumble exclusive, because Rumble does give us the ability to watch these because they understand what fair use actually is. So if you're over on the YouTube side, before we say hi to all you guys in the chat, before we switch over exclusively, we'll give you a chance. Jump over, because the way Warner Brothers is with their copyright claims, I'm not even playing the intro on YouTube. Okay, boys and girls, like Warner Brothers is like the worst band hammer of all like band hammers out there, dude. They come down like a rocket. So like, and not one of Elon's either that got caught by the giant arms. We're talking like some of them Chinese, like the North Korean ones. Those are the ones we're talking about. But like, yeah, so just an FYI on that. My mods will be dropping links in the chat for any of you guys that are over there. Even if you don't want to become a member, even if you don't want to like create an account over on Rumble, you can still just click on the link and you can watch it in your web browser or wherever. And you don't even have to create an account. So if that's something you want to do, you still just want to watch along and be a little lurker out there, you can do that as well. So please, by all means, consider that. But to help me do this watch and review, because she's apparently the only one crazy enough to show up with me and do shit like this, because trust me, there was offers sent out to other folks. Sunker Maiden, my dear sweet, how are you, darling? How has your day been? What do you think about all of this nonsense that's going on out there with this?
I didn't know it was the bottom of the barrel. I was the only one that said yes.
People too. Come on now.
No, I don't know anything about this, because I've been out of the loop for a lot of shit because of work and stuff like that. But, the animation style does remind me of that one studio that has a very, very, very good and well-developed, art style and animation. They just keep getting really, really shitty stories. I believe they were the same people who did the Rohan one.
Oh, okay.
I could be getting stuff mixed up, but they might be the same guys who did Rohan, who also did the Castlevania stuff.
Okay. Well, I mean, Roham and this are both Warner Brothers too. So, but I know I think DC might have like their own separate animations. I don't know. It could be very much similar influence. It could be people cross-pollinated, and I have no idea. Anyway, sorry, I interrupted you. Go ahead.
No, but no, that's just where my brain went to that one studio where it's just like, man, that's gonna look really, really pretty. I hope the story doesn't fucking suck. Please, just like the Rohirrim thing, please. Oh no, it sucked. Oh, so hopefully it won't. But I got extra booze just in case.
Just in case, right? Yeah. It's also like only going to be like 50s and 60 degrees here for like the next week. And we're getting like rain and stuff this weekend. So like, it's officially like winter in South Texas. You know what I mean? So it's like, ooh, I got a little whiskey because my toes are cold. And if you open up the window, you get that real nice cold breeze coming in right around the back of your head. Yeah, it's great. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. But yeah, I am cautiously optimistic about this. I saw the trailer; it looks funny. I'm not gonna say what I've heard from the reviews yet, because I don't want to influence anybody's opinions as far as that. But I have heard plenty of reviews. So I'm just going to leave it at that. I've heard plenty of reviews. If you guys watch my morning shows, you might have seen some of that stuff, but yeah, we've seen plenty of stuff in the reviews. So we're going to say hi to all of you fabulous folks out there in the chat, and then we are going to go Rumble exclusive and we will get this started. So I know we had quite a few guys out here in the early evenings, a little bit before we started. So I do appreciate that for you all coming in. We did try to get as close to on time as well. And thank you, Madhouse, for pinning the comment about the merch store, because we do have a merch store now. So go check that out. I can probably let's share a screen and do this real quick, because I don't pimp my own shit often enough, and I need to do that more often. I am really, really bad about
You're
that.
You're such a whore.
I'm a bad whore. That's the problem. I'm really bad at this. There we go. Okay. So we got some t-shirts. Madhouse Retro worked on a couple of really cool designs for us on some stuff. So all of these designs you see can be on t-shirts, mugs, coffee bags, tote bags, all kinds of bullshit like that. But this one's the common nerd, pop culture and all things nerdy, saving the culture one angry rant at a time. We've got Yes, I Simp for the Iron Age. Just the logo, the new logo over here with that. I love that. It took a little bit for the simp for the Iron Age to get cleared, because I guess the word simp automatically throws up a flag. But let's see what else. There's a bunch of other ones I've got. I don't know why it's only showing like a couple of the different designs on this one right now. Let's see here. There we go. Let's go all. Yeah, I was here before the ban. So if you're like, if you're someone here from the old channel, if you've been here since before I got my first ban,
OG.
Yeah, and then this one right here got the Liberty, Lady Liberty, saving the culture one angry rant at a time. And then mythical moments in history. Shout out to Griffin for that one. Yeah, from Griffin. It's even got little Griffin down there on that one. Down with the secular theocracy, which is obviously the woke cult, right? That's the woke cult. Make shame great again, which if you guys watch my videos, I love doing that one. And then this was just a really cool one, Common Nerd News. So we were going to figure out how to use that one for some stuff. But yeah, so I got a bunch of different stuff, a bunch of little different t-shirts. So we'll eventually be adding more logos and stuff and designs and stuff like that. But yeah, thanks for shouting that out because I always forget to pimp that stuff. And that was one of the first things, like Drunk 3PO was like, that's the first thing you got to do. You need to start a t-shirt store. And I always forgot to do it. And I finally had a little free time on a Saturday afternoon. And I was like, okay, fuck this. We gotta fucking finally button down the hatches and get this shit fucking done. So yeah, that's
apparently it's not that hard to set up a t-shirt store.
It's really not. You can do it in kind of like an afternoon. It's really not that bad. And it's like, it's cool because like, people get to people get to check all that stuff out now. So yeah, it's nice. It's nice. All right. So let's see. This eccentric coming in with some bees in the chat. Appreciate that, buddy. Our dear sweet Sunker Maiden, of course, as well. Madhouse Retro says, holy smokes, a high resolution picture of Jesse on a thumbnail. Did hell freeze over or did Sunker Maiden finally teach me to take a great photo? No. So what it was is the majority of the pictures that I used for thumbnails was way back before I knew how to do jack and or shit. When it came to any of that kind of stuff. So I literally did a video. I did like a 30-second video of me doing all these different poses. And then I freezed it in Wondershare Filmora. And then I just took a clip whenever it was the clearest. And so that's why they're all grainy and shit. And so now I literally have my phone and I have my wife and I have her take pictures of me now. So I have like the really nice ones. Like that's why the one on my morning prep looks really good. And like a few of some of the other ones look really good. Yeah. The rest of them all look
like garbage. Can that be like a later on, like a stretch goal? To go over and see that ridiculous photo of you, like.
Well, I mean, this is the thing about it. It's like you got to think about it. This is like I didn't Google anything. I didn't watch any videos. I was just like I had to look up a couple of things on how to edit and how to use OBS. But other than that, I was just like I just started hitting buttons and figuring shit out. And 3 years later, here we are. Yeah, so that's how I like. I'm like there's people that always tell me like I'm the one like because the way I fix technology drives them insane because I just start pushing buttons and eventually I fix things, and other people are like I have to go step by step and shit. And when people do that, it drives me insane. So I'm like, yeah, no, I'm just
try everything.
Buttons.
Try everything. Don't think about it. Just try everything. And
Yep, that's exactly the way I am. And no, Sunker does take great pics. Curb Stomp 69. What's going on, buddy? What's going on? Glad you made it in. And Madhouse Retro is one of our very fine channel subscribers over there on Rumble, which you can become a channel member or a subscriber, depending on what platform you're on, for $5 or less a month, depending on what platform you're on, getting us closer and closer to that 100 members that we need to keep the lights on around here indefinitely, keep the grease flowing between our gears to keep this machine running. So please, by all means, it's $5 a month. By all means, please think about becoming a member. Get you access to a cool bunch of emojis. We're going to do members. We're doing member streams again now, member video gaming streams, all that kind of fun stuff as well. And you know, get to make sure your favorite nerd gets to keep on entertaining you. So appreciate that. John Washburn, what's going on, buddy? Hope all you Californians are okay. The majority of the ones we know are good. Did there actually end up ever being a tsunami? Did what happened?
Well, not near the coast. Like not all Californians live near the coast.
No, I know you're not, but I was just like thinking about like, did anybody like? I'm just wondering if like anybody actually heard like, did a tsunami actually end up hitting, or was this something they were worried was going to happen? I don't know. That's
Dude,
what I'm kind of
you
wondering.
guys knew there was a tsunami happening before I did. I'm just doing work. So I just go to work. And then I go have a drink, and then I go to bed. That's my life. I don't even know the news anymore.
Yeah, I used to be like that. I get it. Animation Overload is currently working. I'll try to tune in later. All right, sounds good, Animation Overload. Sounds good, my friend. That's right, he does. He works very hard. There we go. Madhouse Retro's over on Twitch as well. Thank you, Madhouse. Appreciate that. And there we go. Now we can highlight this eccentric with the cute little pug, the fat little pug dancing in the chat. I love that. And I love that Rumble finally got the studio upgraded so where we can see most of the emojis now, which is great. I love that because she got these. Even got our emojis now too. So we get to do it. It's great.
I'm gonna have to learn Rumble Studio now. Damn it! I don't.
It's not hard. It's not hard. It's really not. It's pretty straightforward. So if considering the fact that you can use what we do in the back end, you pretty much know how to do it yourself as well. Some of the stuff I can help you with a little bit if you need like some of that, but once you got it set up, it's just like everything else.
I like trial by error.
Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, right. Me too. That's how I figure it out. I just start sticking it in places and we'll see what happens. Derpy Entertainment says glorious intro. Thank you, Derpy. Good to see you, Derpy.
Intro. Fucking Az is a goddamn treasure.
Oh yeah, Az is an absolute treasure. Save that man. I'm so glad he's getting healthy too. I want him to live to 100. That's great. So yeah, Gloria, thank you, Derpy. Good to see you. It says yes, I have Hunter. There you go. So yeah, if you haven't already, boys and girls, if for some reason you're finding the stream for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe or follow button on whatever platform you're on. We just crossed like 11 or 1455, I think. So trying to get us back to that 4,000 we had with the last channel. So 1455 is not bad. We're finally starting to grow again, and I'm glad to see that. Glad to see that. Yes, he will also be in Peacemaker Season 2. That is right, Derpy. Yes, he will. He will also be in Peacemaker Season 2. Producers, Candace Rudder, like Madhouse is like Candace Rudder, producer, she produced that dumbass film. But producers really don't like actually do that much anymore. Like people will get producers roles, will get producer credits and like literally never step a day on set.
Yeah, like
you know
producer,
I mean?
just like you producers very much you're just putting your name to it. That's why produced by Steven Spielberg doesn't mean anything because he probably wasn't there. He just took the money and is like, yes, you can use my name. It's like when artists do like really shitty paintings, but because they built up enough stuff around their name, they can get away with doing a shitty painting and no one would care and still will make thousands of dollars.
Yep, that's how it goes. And speaking of Derpy 9000 just give us a follow on Rumble. Yay! Thank you, Derpy.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. There you go. See, climbing over there on that as well. Melissa Smith, what's going on, darling? Says that fully depends on your definition of what sucks. That's a good point.
It's the opposite of blow.
There you go. That is true. That is true. Madhouse Retros, pimp yourself, player. Thank you, Madhouse. Jack Tarlad, what's going on, buddy? He says, hello, Jack. Good to see you, my friend. Glad you made it in, buddy. Glad
we never
you made
talk
it in.
anymore, Jack. Where
I know. I would say, Jack, did you want in on this one too? I don't know. I didn't get a chance to check the Twitter before we got out of here because somebody was complaining that she wanted to be let in while I was trying to eat. Yada, yada, yada. Yada,
Look,
yada, yada.
Take that sausage out of your mouth and get me in Rebel Studios.
Exactly. Man, that's what you want to hear from an aircraft mechanic say. I push buttons and just see what happens. Yeah. Hey, like, at least they're on the ground when I'm just pushing buttons to see what happens. Okay. And they're not up in the air. I'm not a pilot saying that, let's start pushing buttons and see what happens. No. I'm the mechanic on the ground trying to fix things. Just start pushing buttons and see what happens. Trust me. How do you think pilots break things? They just start pushing buttons and seeing what happens.
That just reminds me of an astronaut that when his shuttle went haywire, instead of panicking, he drew a line on the window and he used that to help navigate shit. It's just like, holy fuck.
Yeah. Hey, you do what you got to do. Mr. Grant Gregory AI says, what's Creature Commandos? Creature Commandos is like the Suicide Squad, except with monsters. So you got Frankenstein's bride. You got like a little werewolf / weasel looking thing.
It's not the same genre as like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Not the same universe, but
right. That's a great
horror.
Yeah, I have no idea why I didn't think about that, but yeah, that's a great example. Yeah, gothic horror monsters, except and they're just working for the government now. So yeah, it looks pretty interesting. Like the trailers have looked clever and cute, so we're gonna see how it actually pans out in here. But yeah, Grant, if you want to come in, just let me know. I'll let you in too. I don't care. I don't. Sometimes it makes me uncomfortable to be all alone with Sunker. She says weird things sometimes, and like it always feels like even though she's in California, it always feels like somebody's playing footsie with me, and it's fucking weird. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's fucking going on. But that's true. Yeah, Madhouse. I like Sunker's back end. There you go, Madhouse. The truth finally comes out.
And I need to go over and start doing squats.
Fucking sap. Fair assessment on producers. Thanks. Yeah, you're welcome, Madhouse. Exactly. Real Wade Nation Gaming Clips. Shield Clock. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you, Wade. Good to see you, man. You're welcome. And I watched this and okay, Derpy says he liked this already. All right, cool. Well, there's one vote from the chat.
We'll see. I am a picky bitch.
That is true. She is a picky bitch. Oh, no. Jack says you kind of asked, but not tonight. I'm afraid I'm watching from bed. Oh, I'm sorry, Jack. If you're feeling under the weather, no worries at all. Cause had the toddler home sick today too. And she went to bed early again tonight. So yeah, shit's going around. Shit is going around. Yep. The weather changing and everything else. Yep. Frank Grillo series. It's actually, the guy who played Frank Grillo. Frank Grillo's the guy. Yeah, Frank Grillo's the actor. Yes, Frank Grillo's the actor. Yeah, this one's him. He plays Rick Flag Sr. So yeah, Oh yeah, it is 2:25 a.m. where you are too. That's right, Jack. We always kept you up late.
Come on, pussy.
Right?
Show up.
Bitch.
What else are you
Don't
doing?
be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Oh, that's great. That's great. So, all right, boys and girls. Well, if you're over on the YouTubes, by all means, jump over to the Rumble. It says, I'll join next time, mate. Thanks for the invite. All right, Grant. That sounds good, buddy. That sounds good. So, yeah, if we end up liking this might turn into a weekly thing. If Sunker really fucking hates this, it's definitely going to turn into a weekly thing. So, like, don't fucking tempt me, bitch. I'll make you watch the Doctor Who Christmas special with me. Oh, fuck. It's going to be bad. Oh, it's going to be so fucking bad. There'll be lots of alcohol involved, okay? It'll be Christmas time. So don't worry.
Would it be take a shot every time you cringe?
Oh, fuck. No, we'd be dead before the end of that. We'd be dead before the end of the episode. No, we'd have to, like, I don't know, maybe just take a sip for every cringe. And we'd still be fucking dead before the end of the episode. We'll have to figure out some safety rules, some safety barriers.
Death from 1,000 sips.
Yeah, like something like that. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Jack's like, oh, I'm going to sleep soon. Oh, what a pussy. What a pussy.
He got mad at me.
Madhouse Retro's like, Jesse has to reach a point of amount of kids where he says, what's his name? Yeah, that's pretty much what we're going for. Yeah,
well, you start giving them numbers and you start accidentally calling him by the wrong name.
Oh, that shit happens already, especially with the little with the little ones. I'll be like, I'll be trying to say something to Dino, and I'll say Cheryl with Dino, and yeah, it happens. Or I'll say Bubbles. I'll give her sister's nickname or something. Yeah, that's how it goes. This is what happens when you got this many kids, and I love it. I love it. I love every minute of it. So, all right, boys and girls, YouTube, you're fun. We're going to leave you monetized. I think I monetized it. Either way, we're going to leave you on and up. And if you guys ever want to catch one of these, you will know where to find us over on Rumble, over at the Common Nerd, over there on Rumble. There's Sunker Maiden over on Rumble too. She does things. She's one of the bestest gamer streams ever. So come into her chat and tell her that because it really makes her uncomfortable. If nothing else, that is worth making a Rumble account just to make her uncomfortable when she streams. So go check that out. So thank you very much, YouTube, for everything you do. But we're going to avoid your bots and go where the fair use and the free speech reigns. To Rumble!